Hello and welcome to the Visionless Designs YouTube channel. So today I'm doing a quick update on my Bosch GAS 35M wet dry extractor video. There's a few questions that got asked and I've had a few people asking me in person about things, so I figured to do a video on these questions. Right, so one of the questions someone asked me about the filters. They're a bit puzzled as to how the filters lasted that long. Yeah, I think 18 months plus, I think it said I'd used it. Since then, bought a new filter, and the difference was huge. It made a massive difference. So I'm going to kind of keep up with changing the filters probably at least every year. It's well over, I think it's 18 months to 2 years that I had the previous filter. So yeah. And another thing is, if you're doing wet sanding, at the end of every day, just clean out the filter. That seems to make it last a lot longer. It's something to consider. Just at the end of the day, take out the filter, just give it a quick clean. That'll be alright for the next day. That's the filter. Right, another question was about actually attaching the tools on the top. So I've got here my Bosch SDS drill. So just clips onto the bits here. There we go, please, and stay. See, they push in. Right, they're on now. Obviously you can put more and more up here. I've only got one of these boxes. You can only use the Bosch ones to do it. Not actually a big fan of this, because that is a little bit loose for my liking when I've got them on. If I do that, can technically lift the hoover and carry it around. It does feel a little weak though, so I won't want to do that too much like a full hoover. Another problem is with it like this, you can't check the filter at the back easily, and getting the clips on and off there, the bungees, it's a lot more of a faff. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of leaving tools on top of it, if I'm honest. Moving around from place to place, fine, but leaving it set up like that, I wouldn't recommend it personally. Another thing I was asked was, how does it actually handle big messes? So I've got a nice pile on the floor here. It's a mixed pile because most people in workshops don't tend to just go through their workshop with a sieve to separate the piles to then hoover them. So see how it does on this big pile. There, that thicker stuff tends to bunch up in the pipe just there.
Hold it steady.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's like this thicker stuff that tends to clump. It's fine dust it's getting, but the stuff that kind of bunches together, yeah, it has trouble with that. But again, I've put this all in one giant heap, which I suppose many people do. So yeah, it'd just be a case of just slowly pulling it out. I tend to just slowly pull the threads out and keep the hoover on, just keep poking it on, and it'll pull it all through. So. Right, I'm going to go get some pliers and I'll continue that. Right, so a little bit of irony for me. I went to go get the pliers to pull it out, and just as I decided that, I actually cleared the pipe. So yeah, wasn't that bad. It just tends to clump up around the bends here. Might be better if I put a bit of a better angle there, but always just this little last bit here is where it always clogs up for me if I'm doing the big fluffy stuff. Right, we'll get back to finishing this mess.
Just about done.
Right, now pretty much got most of it, I think. Realistically, no one's going to sweep up their workshop floor and then put the hoover on it like that. I was just more trying to show how it handles big giant messes like that. The main thing that it got stuck on with that that fluffy bit I was holding in my hand. Just see if there's any stuck in the pipe now. Nope, nope. I mean, as long as even the chunks that the chunks, you can get some pretty big bits at this. You tend to hear the big ones as they just force their way through the pipe. See how the get you back on filter looks. There you go. After all that, see how clogged it is. So it started clogging up a bit. Yeah, so it's all the fine dust that's getting stuck in there. Really fine dust. Again, if there's any moisture in the dust, it does this a lot worse. The dry dust doesn't seem to be as bad. So it's again something to consider. Right, another question that someone asked about was the variable speed on the Hoover in regards to its clamping tools, sanders to the tables. No, I don't think it's really... I'm not overly fussed by the speed option on it to lower or lessen or make the speed go faster. I just mainly turn it down for the Hoover to be a little less quiet, but when I'm using it on a power tool I always put it on high. If you're concerned about being clamped down, then on whatever Hoover you want to get something that has one of it. Where are we? Where's that hole? There we go. That. Just something that you can do that. There we go. Just turn it like that to make a gap. Okay, and that will release it. The only, to be honest, again, most of the time I can keep it locked on. With these, I'll show you in a moment with the sanders and the grinder. Now this grinder has a dust hood on it to catch the dust as I go. This, it will clamp down tight to make it hard to move it. I've actually put all the this actually has plugs on it anyway. I've intentionally plugged them all up to show you how that clamps down, and then I'll release this to show you what difference it makes. So I'll get this set up now. Right, we can do a speed frame from this Scarlett. Right. Right, see that was clamping the grinder down. I'm going to adjust when I find it.
Back.
There we go.
Yep.
I'm going to loosen it off and show you the difference. So yeah, as you can see, if you fully block off something like that, it's going to make it a lot harder to move it. Yeah, just either get a release finger like this, Hoover release like that, or check if your covers have the ability to release them with these. These just pop out like that. Right. And then we'll check the other two sanders. See, which one have we got set up? There we go, that one.
You're going to need to swap plugs, aren't you?
Right. Oh, yeah. Forgot to mention that the Hoover is on max speed at the moment. Plug it back into the other one and I'll show you how just lessening the speed doesn't really change the suction. At how much it pulls down on it. Right, so make sure it is full power. Right, and I'll get sanding just here. As you can see, it's nice and easy and it's catching all the dust. Yes, up to that one. There you go. Get it onto this one as well. So that was the palm sander, the orbital palm. This one's the random orbital. Where is it? There we go. Oh, come on, go in, yeah. Pain in the butt. This would obviously be a lot quicker if I could see what I was doing. There we go. He's in. Right. Again, random orbital. A bit more rougher on this side. Full speed. Valve is fully closed, you can see. So yeah, it's not hard for it to do it. Again, you can just make sure you got one of these if you are concerned. I don't think the variable speed is worth it for that function. Just swap it onto the... I won't turn the grinder on, but I'll just show how the how much it clamps the table with it fully closed, with the power turned down as well. So yeah, little less force, but not with warranting over just using one of them or taking out some plugs. Right, pretty much covers most things then. The other thing was, I don't know if you heard the beeping. There is actually a switch here which basically sets off an alarm if the pipe gets clogged, if the suction lessens. It's like 15, 20, 35 full pipe thickness. Yeah. To be honest, I tend to put it on that and then I mostly forget about it. I forget it's even a feature. Yeah, it's not really something I've had the mind to go for much. one thing I do, I've got the extension lead elsewhere. As you saw when I've got the multiple sanders out, I tend to put a small extension lead, just a little short one with 2 sockets on, and plug that into it. So then I don't have to keep coming over to the machine to swap the sanders over. It's just put the one tool down, take the hose off, put it onto the other, and then go straight away. It just saves a little bit of time. Don't ever try using 2 tools on the hoover at the same time, because it's not meant for that. But for if for rotating between the tools as you're going through a project, I find it saves a lot of time going back and forth. Yeah, that pretty much covers it. I hope these questions have helped out everyone. Please check out the website, visionlessdesigns.com, and you'll find all my products that I sell there. And don't forget to check out my Instagram and Facebook page, and any other videos I have on the channel. Thank you very much, and hope to see you in future videos.